But
Shooting the shit, count me in.
But this is what I was saying. Oh, first off, what did you bring us today? Because I do want to start sipping.
So I got you three. Mine's non-alcoholic, but it is a Mango Chili Lime Martini. It has a Kashmiri chili powder, gin Gigi, which is a Indian dry gin, some mango puree, and some fresh lime juice.
Wow. Are you classically trained to make cocktails?
Negative. Flavor profile. That's what I like. If it hits the spot for me, or I feel like it might work for somebody else, just kind of work with it and put it together. I've always been creative as far as, what I put together. And I don't like basic bitch.
Yeah.
I like to think outside the box. It has to be fun. Otherwise, I don't want to do it.
Bro, that's like my motto. I live by that rule, by the way. They're not making fun of me at the LRA now, but they bring it up all the time. Like JP's saying, if it's not fun, like he's not doing it. And for the last probably 15 years of my life has been that way because life's too short. Someone asked me, where was that? Jeez, at LSU, I was speaking in front of like an entrepreneur class and they're asking me something and I said the same thing and they're like, so why do you do this? And I was like, I could die tomorrow. If I die tomorrow, I want zero regrets and I won't have any. Like there's things I want to do, but there's nothing that I regret not doing or have been doing,
So I believe same thing. It's like, I want to enjoy today is my last day. What if I don't wake up tomorrow?
It's a chance. It's a very big possibility.
This agent day, yes. Back 20 years ago, if that was, it's like, are you crazy?
Yeah, I'll live forever.
Yeah.
But
now I don't know. What if I'm driving back home today and I'll not make it? So I always tell them, it's like, you want to do something? Let's do today. Why to wait till tomorrow? And one of us is not there. And then
That's why I always tell her to do skydiving.
Why don't you just kill me in one time and be done with it?
I love skydiving.
I've only done it once. I've already I'm extremely afraid of heights. And I like to do things that scare me, and that scared the shit out of me.
You still did it, though.
I did it, but I won't do it again. I've already, check it off the list, man. We're done.
I'm scared of heights and water.
Me too. That's why I scuba dive.
Okay. I am terrified. I'm claustrophobic too. So, but I'm saving one thing. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die in a style, which is I'm about to climb Mount Everest base camp for my 40th birthday.
Really?
In February.
How high is that?
17,000 some change.
So a 17er? Is that what they call it?
I don't know.
Isn't that what they call it? Like a 14er or something? Like it's like 14,000 feet? I know nothing about this.
Neither do I.
Neither do I. I just heard it today.
But 17,000 feet's a lot.
Yeah. So if I'm going to die, I might as well die on a mountain surrounded by snow and stuff.
Document that because it's going to be a hell of a story.
Yeah.
And proof that he didn't do it,
He's coming.
Are you doing it too?
I want to do it.
He wants to see me dying. If I'm dying, he'll be like, okay, I'm there. No, he's just tagging along with me. He felt bad that I'm going to go by myself.
Oh, would you have gone by yourself?
Yes.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I didn't know she was one of those people until she said it. I'm like, wait a minute.
I have so much respect for people like that.
I thought I was the wild one.
Oh, so who's the wild one then? I would assume
It
Rick
depends
was
who
it.
you're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
It depends which day and time you're partying to.
Uh-huh.
It's 10 o'clock and I don't want to talk to anybody.
Oh, dude, your battery's out. Like, depleted.
My social battery is drained.
Are you same
after
way?
8:30, I don't want to talk to anybody.
I'm the same way. I have it in me, and if I put it out, I have to recharge. So the battery thing, but I also look at it in terms of pictures. Like, I'll have to pour in other people's pictures all day long, so I got to fill theirs up, and mine has to be overflowing for me to pour to share, right?
Yeah.
But if mine depletes, I need someone to fill my pitcher. And like talking to people like you guys, it fills my pitcher. People who understand, people who get it, people who are genuine, right? You deal with fake people all day long, right? And I find those interactions to be the most draining. It depletes me so quickly because you're pretending, I'm pretending. Like, why are we pretending? Like, let's just not talk and hang out. But like, that's why small talk is like, oh God, I hate small talk.
But you need that to run a restaurant.
small talk is easy inside the restaurant because I put on like a work persona.
Yeah.
So it's a work JP. But like real JP is like, dude, why are we talking about this? Like, this is stupid. Like at a party. So, well, actually, let me start with this first.
You should definitely replenish your tank with that.
Is this yours? And
that one's mine.
This one's mine or yours? Jeff, grab yours. I'm gonna take the bigger one. So, hey, yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Mine, all right. Yeah. Oh yeah, damn. Yeah, we locked you in for sure. Oh God, yes.
Salud.
This is a terrible.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so it'll be good.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock now. Is it? No.
Somewhere.
Ooh, it's good, baby. Oh, that's why you were late, huh?
I had to bring something.
That is absolutely fantastic.
I know you don't like to really taste the alcohol.
You remembered.
It's my job.
Dude, I love you. Man, that's awesome.
Really? You don't like to taste your alcohol?
It depends what he's drinking.
Yeah.
If he's drinking a cocktail.
A cocktail, no. But like if I'm drinking like something straight, then I want to enjoy that, right? But for a normal cocktail, like don't make it like if you're gonna make it strong, make it to where I can't taste it. So my perfect cocktail would be something strong, but that I can't taste it. And this guy nails it every single time.
Oh, okay. What you like to drink in your cocktail?
Everything. I have no preference on liquors at all.
He doesn't discriminate, Jeff.
None at all. Brown, white, yellow, bro. Bring it to me. Yeah, if it makes me feel good, I'm doing it. Which is most of them, right? There's this drink that Jeff likes. I hate it, though. What's it called?
Oh, you're talking about Porgetti.
Porgetti.
What is it?
No idea, but not a fan.
You're like Macho Man Randy Savage after you drink. Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
Not for me. But other than that, most liquors I enjoy because I enjoy when other people put the care and the effort into making it something taste good. I was talking to someone the other day about how I used to be the pickiest eater. And probably about 5 years ago, I stopped. My wife kind of helped with that too. She's like, you're trying this. And I was like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Normally vegetables and stuff, because I was never a vegetable person. But after hearing the boys from Eat the Boot talk about your vegetarian dinner, I was like, if you can convert them, like for sure, I want to try this.
So in my household, we are not allowed to cook meat, being Hindu, right? Mm-hmm. So when I was throwing a dinner, he's like, where are you cooking? I was like, since it's house and my mother-in-law stays with us, I was like, they all gonna get a vegetarian dinner, pure vegetarian, no meat, period. And he's like, are you sure? I was like, yes. Or they gonna do Max say no or not eat it.
Yeah.
But they finished it, everything.
I heard they were going back for seconds.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah.
Tony was stuffed.
That takes a lot to stuff that man. He's a giant.
You're telling me.
Like
I mean, I'm watching him get plate after plate. I'm like, buddy, I can only eat one plate and I'm done.
Oh God.
We need to plan one more. Those guys are busy. So if you can get together them, you got a vegetarian dinner.
Will do. I'm about to talk him into it. Like I'll tell him to set a date or something.
Yeah.
It's like I really want to try that because that's the reason I did the supper club the first time. Is I love when people cook. I love it. If you make anything for me, I already enjoy it.
We have both menus. We got vegetarian full menu and non-veg. So how about you try that next time?
I will. The vegetarian one. I think I can bring some people for that, actually. I know some people who love vegetarian stuff.
Yeah. So we started with just non-veg, but then I got a lot of DMs saying, can you do vegan? Can you do vegetarian? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I was like, why am I not doing vegetarian when I am vegetarian? I don't eat meat. So all the food you have tried, I have not tried.
You were telling me that. Like,
yes. I have
Who tries the food before, so...
So, when we used to run Tap 65, I had cooks with me. So I'll cook, they try, they tell me. And before I start cooking, I'll do my research. I'll understand what is a meat, what it consists of, what can I put it together to make it taste good. But I always make sure that it aligns with all my Indian spices.
I'm so intrigued about this because you don't taste it, but yet it's phenomenal. Like everything I tried at your house, like both times, was just out of this world.
Any real feedback?
Wait, you want real feedback? Other than the spice and the heat, I got no notes for you. And the spice thing is just a me thing. I'm a big baby. Like it's like I can't handle it, but I will because you made it. And to be honest, it wasn't that.
You're starting to sound like Jordan now.
You need to stop hanging out with her.
Girl,
Dude.
get your shit together.
Dude, I know. Well, I think the more I'm exposed to it, the more I'm going to A, get used to it, and then B, probably start to appreciate it more because I'm not a spicy person, but it's a different type of heat. And I don't know how to explain that because I don't do spicy.
We got so many seasoning. What's your seasoning? Like when you cook?
At home? Salt, pepper, garlic, onion, paprika, probably. I don't do too
He
many
said if I'm
Asian-y
feeling
things.
spicy.
You know, yeah, a little smoked paprika. You know, like that's
Yeah.
probably the heat that I can take. Like cayenne would probably be like the hottest that I have. As far as like spices go,
Those are my basic things.
I know.
And then apart from that, that is 50 others goes in different dishes.
That's so cool. Like I loved when you were like, one of my favorite things about Spice Affair was the stories that you tell. I love when people know like about the food and why the food exists. And then this guy with the alcohol, like it was like not show and tell, but it was like a story time.
You know, we both are not trained. I never been to culinary school. I got rejected because I told them I cannot eat meat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I could
they're like,
probably
oh,
see
you
why
have to
then.
try everything you cook. And I was like, oh, I'm vegetarian. And they're like, okay, but you have to still chew and then spit it out. I was like, no, I cannot do it. Like, there's no way possible I can do that. So they were like, no, you cannot get into if you cannot do that. And him, when we opened Mid Tap, he used to drink basic drinks, basic beer.
My knowledge of beer was Corona, Heineken, Coors Light, Michelob Ultra, and my craft beer was Newcastle.
Wow, you sound like me. Oh, so wow, I guess it just happened, huh?
When you open your place, right? You have to try it before you serve.
I do. I try all
My
of it.
breakfast was beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's
Wow.
65 taps, man.
No, this is at Mid Tap in 2019.
Oh, okay. How many taps were there?
48.
Cool.
You've been there, right?
Yeah.
That was right across the street from our mom's.
We never thought it was you. I don't know why we never met.
It's because he never works.
I'm all,
Come on, babe.
I'm never in the restaurant as much anymore. In 2019, for sure, I was still there a lot. And then I can't remember who exactly was working there, but one of my employees, like that got fired, worked. And I was like, dude, I can't go there now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why. I think we had a Christmas party there one year.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
This was a while back.
that was a long, long time ago.
2019. Oh my goodness. We're in what, 20?
Your Christmas party was in 21.
Was it?
Right after COVID.
How do y'all remember this? Wow, great.
I can't
memories.
remember half the stuff she tells me.
But you can remember 2021?
I can
nice.
remember
That has many-
1999.
Yeah.
He got as many years. He remembers what he wants to.
Oh, that's what you call it? I always just tell my wife that I heard part of it. You know, like I know enough to know that I need to do something. She's like, you weren't listening, were you? I was like,
I'm sure Sarah will say you got as many years.
for
too.
sure I do. For sure I do.
Selective hearing.
She could be talking to me and I won't know she's talking to me. And then she'll have to yell at me like, are you listening? I was like, oh, you're talking to me?
How do you guys manage that? If there's two people, just you and her, we are talking to you guys. How do you manage to say, are you talking to me?
I zone out a lot and I talk to myself too. So sometimes that's just normal just to hear someone talk. But usually when I'm really engrossed in a task or something, I got to figure out a problem or something, or, you know, like I have to handle something. I'm very focused on what I need to do. And it's not like I'm watching TV and like, she's like talking to me. Like if it's TV, I don't watch TV anymore. I just don't have time. But if I'm like working on something, then I'm like in it.
Does Sarah believe that
Not at all.
excuse?
Not at all.
I'm sure
Not
she
at
won't.
all. She doesn't understand exactly how my brain works. I mean, she trusts me. It's not like I'm lying to her.
Speaking of the brain, it's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
How long you been married? I mean,
we got
around
together
about.
in about 2011. We got married in 1717. Wow. She picked that number on purpose so I could remember.
1770.
So, God, that was a long time ago. Almost 8 years ago, almost 9. Cool. But we've been together since like 2012.
Okay.
I know that because at 5 years, she got mad at me for not wanting to get married. And I was like, dude, it's only been 5 years. She's like, it's only been 5 years. I was like, so I was like, all right, I'll give in. Like, and probably the best thing I've ever done is let her win. I don't let her do anything. She makes me do things. So, but I'm glad she did that. And she's the one that made us have kids too. If, she's like, we're doing this. I'm like, all right, we're doing this. Like I drag my feet a lot when it comes to like life decisions because you always think you have more time than you do and you really don't. And I need someone to push me. So she's like the perfect balance to my personality.
I looked at her because same for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was about to say, I said this at Charles' house. I was like, y'all are perfect together.
No. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. See in the front. Mm-hmm. So for me, marriage is a work. It's a full-time job.
It should be. Because if you stop working on it, you stop caring about it.
It's done. Mm-hmm. And that's where we fight is like, for me to keep marriage going, you have to keep doing things. Mm-hmm. You just cannot wake up, raise kids, go to sleep, done deal. Mm-hmm. Especially when you are working. You and Sarah don't work together, right?
No.
We've been working together since 2009.
Oh my God. That's a long time.
Yes, that's all we did was work together.
Oh, so then the relationship went from like romantic, like personal to then just business, like professional.
So our story is way different. You dated 5 years. Mm-hmm. We dated 5 minutes, got engaged in 7 days, married in 10 days. And in 2 weeks, we are going to celebrate 17 years. So we dated after we got married.
Oh.
So dating after you got married, you are married. Mm-hmm. So next step, you don't like each other, you don't get along, it's divorce.
Yeah.
There's no
I want the whole world
breakup or anything or this and that. So that's how our marriage started.
Wow. How did it move so fast?
It was
you just know what you want?
No, it's funny. We both dislike each other at first. We saw each other's picture and I was like, I cannot marry this guy. He's too black.
Yeah.
One day I'll show you the picture he sent and then you can tell what you thought about me.
She's too simple for me.
Okay.
Because, I was kind of out there wild. I like to kind of do stuff, spur of the moment stuff all the time. And I looked at her, I was like, man, I don't know if she's going to be down with all this stuff. And she's not. We're complete opposites in every aspect of life. From music, food, to
drinks,
to any and all. I mean, any and all facets and aspects of life, we're complete opposites. I don't like anything the same that she likes and vice versa. But the common factor is food. Mm-hmm. We're both foodies. We both enjoy eating different things, trying different things. And I wasn't always like that. But, I eat with my eyes. If it looks good, I'm going to want to eat it.
Yeah.
And she's the same way. So when we met, awesome. We connected with that. And we both like watching movies and stuff like that. So,
and we like to travel.
Not tourist.
We're not tourists. We travel.
So y'all do it for real.
I like culture.
Yeah.
We get a car anywhere we go. Mm-hmm. And that's how we travel.
And you figure it out.
We figure it out. If we got lost, we got lost. If we didn't, so we never have an itinerary. Oh, this needs to be done today. No. We start with this. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, might as well next year time.
I love that. I also am. Let's go back a little bit. When I travel with my friends, we don't even get a hotel until sometimes when we get there, right? So
Us too.
So I don't. We're gonna get it, right? Like our cards aren't going to decline. Like we're gonna get a place, And my wife's like, you don't even know where you're staying? I was like, we'll figure it out. She hates that word. I will figure it out. Like, she hates that saying. Because she's very planned. Like, we went to New York, a couple months ago, and everything was planned out. And I love that because I love when someone tells me what to do. I spend all day telling people what to do. And I want someone to say, this is what we're doing. This is what you're wearing. Like, these are the people that are going to be there. And I love when she does that for me. But whenever I just wing it, she absolutely hates that.
Me too. I cannot stand it. Like, we were in New Zealand and we were going to Queenstown.
Mm-hmm.
And until we got there, we didn't have nowhere to stay. You're talking about a different country.
Was that you? Was that your fault?
That's him.
Yeah.
We'll book it. I was like, you are in a whole different country. So my sister lives in New Zealand, but she's in Christchurch.
How far is that away from where you were?
6 hours.
Oh, that's not even close. Yeah.
There is no way close.
Yeah.
We had a 6-hour drive. We're gonna get the hotel booked eventually.
But I was like, no, we're gonna do it now. And I just did it, and I was like, this is where we're staying. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. And then he loved it. But it's like, why don't you do it? Oh, we'll get to it. But you're gonna get to it when you're gonna find something crappy, and then you are the one who's gonna complain.
Oh, yeah. All right. So that is probably really true too. Not probably, it is true. Because it's luck at that point. Like, who's open, like who has a vacancy. I've stayed in some shitty places because of that. There was a place that me and my buddy stayed at where I didn't even get under the covers. I was like, I didn't get undressed. Like, I just laid on top. I was like, bro, this is bad. This is so bad. But we did it. And then, we have stories from it, like I'm glad I went through something like that. But I can see why my wife wouldn't want to do that. It'd be kind of unfair to do that to her, I feel like.
I would not do that with kids.
Oh, no, with kids,
Period.
I'm
No.
glad she's planned out for that.
Yeah. With kids, there is no way in hell it's gonna happen. Because with kids, like, doesn't matter how old they are, but they need structure.
They do.
They need their own space. I don't know how old your kids are.
6 and 3, both little girls.
Okay. So mine is 13 and 9, almost 9. You met them,
Yeah.
right? So they're nice. They're good kids.
They're very good kids.
Yes. All of our kids are great kids. They're very understanding. But still, you don't want to do to them, especially in a different country where everything's new. They're already adjusting to it. And then you're like, boom, oh, we don't have a place to stay.
What do you mean, Mom? Like,
Even with the kids, we changed our itinerary. We went to Ireland. We changed our itinerary 3 times. We had everything booked. But when we book, we'll always do like cancelable, refundable.
yeah, the insurance
bookings.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We canceled 2 destinations
Last
and we
minute.
extended our stay at one of the destinations. We were only supposed to stay 1 day and we ended up staying 3. We canceled
None of
and we
us
just
wanted
kept on
to leave.
changing.
I love that.
And we had a 2-hour drive back to airport in snow
Oh, God.
It
to
was
catch an
raining.
international flight.
That scares me. Driving in snow is not my thing.
We didn't know it was snowing until we started driving that morning. And I was like, okay, well, we cancel it. We stayed 3 days. We have to go back because we were in Westport and we had to get back to
Dublin.
Dublin. Yeah, to catch our international flight. Well, what you gonna do? Buckle up.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
it's
go.
happening.
That's it.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. So we left literally 3 a.m. It's dark, snowing. We don't know how to. People from here doesn't know how to drive in snow.
I know for sure I don't.
Us neither. Right? So we're like, okay, we can't do this. And I was driving. I was like,
Oh, God. Well, I usually have Sarah drive. She's a better driver than me. Asian
that's what I
stereotypes be
say. I'm
damned,
a better
right?
driver, but he thinks he is, and I question who gave him license.
Yep.
See, I'm a defensive and offensive driver.
A little bit of both. You got to play both sides. I'm just a slow driver in general. So like it will take me forever to get there. And thank God for GPS now. Before that, I got lost everywhere. I still get lost in Baton Rouge.
Do you remember MapQuest?
Yes, I do. Printing it out. Oh my God. And then like oh yes, I loved it.
You
though.
still get lost in Baton Rouge? I get lost in New Orleans.
Remember-
There is no way possible I can make it to a destination without being lost in New Orleans.
I get lost in New Orleans for sure. I get lost going to Mandeville to see my wife's family, and they've lived there the entire time I've known her. She's like, "You still don't know how to get there?" And I was like, "My brain works differently. If it's time, space, distance, direction, my brain doesn't work that way. But like everything else, my brain is like, boom, I got this. Talking about how brains work, I've had to figure out how my brain works. I'm like very ADHD, and I don't take medicine for it because I don't believe in the medicine, because I don't want it to dull who I am. But at the same time, the negative things about ADHD, if you come up with systems in your life, you can overcome all of those. Like time blindness, bro, use your calendar. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that I do now that I know that I have a dopamine problem. So I need to do things that increase my dopamine. I have to lessen the things that take a lot of dopamine, like scrolling. I can feel like my brain like shutting down whenever I'm scrolling. So I put it down, and you have to do something hard, and you have to finish something hard. If you finish something hard, then you start to get that dopamine. So as like, this is how I think of it, and I don't know if I'm 100% correct about it, but you know, like when you think about doing a task, like you start to trickle in a little bit of dopamine, right? You start to be like, oh my God, like the pleasure part of things, the motivation side of things, but you don't get that true spike until you finish. But so many people don't finish, so they never get it. And when you doom scroll, there's no end to it. So there's no satisfaction at the end, right? So you're just constantly trickling dopamine, and you're just depleted, and you don't recharge your dopamine until you go to sleep. So in the morning, you're fresh. So I'm an early morning person, and my wife is so amazing at this now. Wow, it seems like this whole podcast, we're just talking about how awesome my wife is right now. It's okay. She doesn't watch these anyway. Yeah, she doesn't watch these anyway. She'll never see. But she not takes care of the kids, but in the morning, my routine is usually 4:30 to 5 is when I usually wake up without an alarm. I work out, I take a shower, I end with a cold rinse, like I just blast it to cold. And then, cause I don't do like the cold plunges, right? But a cold ending to the shower does just enough for me. Just, if I do that, then all of a sudden, I'm awake, and then I did something hard already for the day. And then I choose compound hardness. And then I start to work on my task. I get the kids ready at 6. By 6:30, they're gone. From 6:30 to 9:30, I get to do like what I call like strategic planning, things that only I can do. Like I can't delegate the things that I do from 6:30 to 9:30. And by the time I leave the house, it's everyone else's time. So if I don't get my own stuff done between 6:30 and 9:30, I have to stay up late, and I'm not a late person. It's like my battery's already drained. I don't want to do it. I'll probably do a crappy job at it, right? So usually I'll try to go to sleep early so I can wake up early.
Are you frustrated when you can't have your alone time?
Yes, to a certain degree. I get enough of it in the morning to satisfy that itch, right? But I do like last night, for instance, I had a really difficult conversation with some managers yesterday, and it's not, you can't, not back down is not the right word, but you can't just give up, right? So in the middle of a difficult conversation, I remind myself that if I care and they care, we're going to come to a conclusion or a compromise or a resolution, something, right? So no matter how hard it is, I owe it to them, and I owe it to me, and I owe it to the business and all the people that depend on us to have these difficult conversations. Well, I get home, and then I'm recapping the story of my partner, my director of ops, right? So I'm still amped up. I'm hyped, right? Like I'm like, all right, bro, like this is what we're doing, and blah, blah, blah. Like I'm still like on fire. And then poor my family, I had no energy for them. And luckily I got to do bedtime with my kids at night. So like I still got to lay in bed with them and like snuggle them and talk. And so I still had that time with my kids. But like all I had to say was like, man, I'm whooped today. Like I told her what was going on, and she didn't leave me alone. Not like, like distance wise, but she didn't push, she didn't pry. Whereas probably 5 or 6 or 8 years ago, probably she'd be like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And you're like, dude, it's not you. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, but now she kind of understands like how I operate. Cause when I'm full of energy, she's like, bro, like calm down. Right. So she knows how my energy levels flow, and having that type of understanding between people I think makes a good partnership,
It's a little different for me because I have ADD too. Mm-hmm. And I take the medicine, and, I didn't know I had it. I knew something was off.
You didn't feel normal, right? You felt like something was wrong with you.
You're spacey. Mm-hmm. You're the anger, frustration comes out out of nowhere. You don't know how to control your thoughts, and you might be spur of the moment rash when you spit something out. Mm-hmm. It's not intentional. just happens. And if whoever's listening, they need to know that it's all good. It's not a negative.
You're not broken. It's
yeah.
just different.
Everyone has something. Everyone goes through something. Everyone deals with it. For me, not knowing and it being diagnosed, when I got diagnosed, I'm like, all right, now I know why I do such and such. I'm still figuring out new things about me every day. And it's weird. And someone might feel like it's not normal. Like, how do you not know this about yourself? But it's so difficult when you're trying to re-figure out on how to operate so you don't negatively affect the people around you.
You don't want to hurt anybody around you. Yeah.
And, with me and her, we couldn't see eye to eye on a lot of things in recent times just because I'm trying to be good and not be negative and be in a positive direction, and actually made progress on me. And it just takes time to figure it out, especially when you don't have the coaching, you don't see a professional to discuss. And I've learned that, perfectly normal, and it's okay to better yourself and get help, because that's what life is, right? We're always focused on how to get better, how to get to the next step, how do I positively affect the people around me. And if you don't know how to positively affect yourself, how are you going to affect the people around you? And
you can't pour from an empty pitcher. We talked about that earlier. Dude. So how are you doing with that? Like, how is it working out for you?
It's working out much better that I've accepted it and moved on. And more importantly, just continuously learning about it. Downloaded some apps, looked at did some research, just kind of understanding. And I think we're both starting to get in a better place from that aspect. I don't want her to not know what's going on in my head.
I don't want to keep it to myself. So I think about that a lot, because it took me a very long time to figure out why my brain operates the way that it was. My partner is extremely focused. He's like consistent, and then the thing I was like, why can't you do this? And I'm like, dude, I'm trying, So now, instead of me trying to be him and him trying to be me, we focus on what we're good at, right? So he focuses on the things that require a lot of consistency, like the timeliness of things. And I like to describe it as I focus on people, because people, I understand people, and people change every single day. So for ADHD people, novelty, something new, right? It's exciting. People change every day. And Trent gets it. He understands. He's not an idiot, but he doesn't understand fully. He's like, I thought we were making progress with this person, right? And then all of a sudden, like, something happens and they're like, boom, 180. And you're like, bro, like, it's people, like, it's how you feel about your emotions and how they dictate your behaviors. And he was like, I thought we were making progress. And I was like, we are making progress, but sometimes there's a setback. Sometimes you take 2 steps forward and you take 1 step back. But if you care about these people, then you have to make sure that they're continually moving forward. And the worst part is when you take that step back, they make it very hard for you to keep caring, right? But you have to remind yourself, are they worth it, right? Like for let's say my marriage in particular, there was so when Sarah gets upset or she gets overwhelmed, she takes it out on me a lot. Like, I'm the first person. I'm like the easiest punching bag. And I know that about her, and I'm not upset that it happens. That's how she deals with that type of like energy, right? For instance, we went to North Carolina for Easter last year, and overwhelmed. First time we've ever flown with both kids. And it was just crazy because like things were going out of like, we were going to see her sister, and like, it was just, nothing was planned out really. So like, she doesn't operate very well with that. So she was just kind of snarky with me, and, it was kind of, And in my head, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck did I do to you? Right. But then you have to remind yourself, this is how she processes these things. And she understands how I process things. I understand how she processes things. So the entire trip, I say nothing, not in like a sulky kind of way. I'm still having a great time, still playing with my kids and having fun and taking pictures and doing all the things that I love to do. So her being that way didn't affect how I was behaving because I understand her. But when we got home, I had to be very honest with her. I was like, we're not getting a divorce. Like, I understand why you do these things. I was like, it was kind of shitty for me. And we left it at that. Right. And I don't need an apology. I don't need like, and I'm sorry. But that's how we move on from things, is we have to say it out loud. And when we do, most of the times we get, not even most of them, all the time, we always get over it. Because it's different. It's just how you react, and you can't control it a lot. I don't know how this turned into a therapy session. But I enjoy it because I don't always get to talk about these things with people, because these aren't topics you just, once again, small talk. This is not a small talk kind of topic, right? It's very vulnerable. And it's like, these are the things that like make me who I am, but also to the wrong person will piss them off a lot. I know this.
The restaurant's like that, though.
The restaurant is 100% an ADHD machine, right? Like, you have to be ADHD to work at a restaurant, but in order to run a successful restaurant, you have to have those skills to run it efficiently every single day.
Yin and yang.
Exactly. That's why my partner is so awesome, because he can maintain that daily consistency. And then I call it the fun stuff. He probably thinks what he's doing is more fun, but I think what I'm doing is really fun. But boom, that's why we're so good together. I hate the checklist, right? That's what me and my GM were talking about yesterday. That was so heated. Like, I know he's not a checklist person. He needs to be out there like getting sales, talking to people, but we needed to flip the culture of the Hammond location, which he's done. So he's done what he said he was going to do. But people like us, we have like a very finite amount of time that we can do things that we don't truly love, right? So I was like, dude, I know who you are. I know the things that we talked about when we hired, when we got together, and I'm doing that. I'm going to get you out of here. I mean, we have a person coming in to take over like that day to day. So, but I always think about like, let the people do what they're best at, and then just find the people to do the parts that you're not very good at. I'm not going to say the parts that suck, because an accountant loves their job, but I could not be an accountant. Right. And people say like, how could you not like that type of stuff? You have an MBA, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, that doesn't mean anything. It just means I sat in class and I passed some tests. If I went to class, I'd get an A in the class. Like, that's just how my brain is, right? I wouldn't have to really study that hard. So school to me was never that big of a deal. And then you think you measure yourself by grades. Like, I got A's and this and that, I'm gonna be successful. And you're like, whoa, it takes a lot more to be successful than an A in a class that, to be honest, kind of doesn't mean anything.
There's a saying, you just don't have to be book smart. You have to be street smart.
Mm-hmm. And street smart is probably, and discipline now probably is.
Book smart won't get you anywhere. It gets you where you were. But street smart is where you need this agent, especially right now.
Think on your feet, adapt, change.
Yes. And I think our kids are not built like that.
Really?
You think so? Yours are young.
Mine are young, so I'm still molding them into the version of them that I think they should be. My parents did the same thing. So my parents, extremely strict. School was everything. They came from Vietnam, like during the war, when like bombs were blowing up, the ground was rumbling next to them. Came with nothing. So education to them was the most important thing, because they couldn't speak the language. My dad was an attorney in Vietnam, and when he came over here, he couldn't be an attorney. He didn't speak the language. So he like went through engineering school, whatever you want to call it. They have multiple degrees from like UT. And so like very smart people, but when you talk to them, there's this weird thing that you see all the time where like, if someone has an accent, people think you're stupid, and it's like, what? But it's like, all of a sudden they think they're smarter than you. And you're like, bro, you're not smarter. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever have like an actual conversation with somebody, they just sound different from you, and you think different is bad, and it's not different. You have to appreciate differences. That's where the beauty of life lives.
It's people's minds that get them to feel that way, because one, you have to focus a little bit more attention when you're listening. And sometimes when you have to listen with an accent and you're like, no, I got to focus. You're listening, and people want to judge them out. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? where you mark them off, like you know,
Write them off.
write them off.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, you write somebody off, and you're like, you're not really fully listening. Everyone's guilty of it. I've done it. You've done it. But when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter where you're from. You don't know the person until you actually listen and talk to them.
Like my parents, extremely smart, but heavy accents, right? Even to this day, they have heavy accents. And I just notice these things. I'm sure my parents notice it too. They just don't say anything. I always tell people I've never been like a victim of racism, even though it does happen, but I don't think of it that way because normally I think you're stupider than me, you know? So racism isn't a thing to me, you know? Because I've never felt beneath anybody, no matter what, like the color of my skin, like my parents, like not speaking English or anything. I've never once thought that. But someone asked me that one day. I was like, dude, never. Like, what do you mean never? And I was like, well, you know, people made jokes and stuff. And I was like,
Oh, it does exist.
it does exist.
It does
It
exist
exists.
really bad. It's not just saying been there, felt that. Not just us, our kids also.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, still?
Not still. Our oldest have been there. Youngest, he's God made him with patience. That child is something. I'm not worried about that child. I know he'll make his way in this world and he'll
conquer the
conquer
world.
the
Yeah.
world.
He doesn't take no for an answer. I mean, the elaborate responses.
He
that
talks like an
comes-
adult, by the way.
You have met him, what, few hours? You can sit with him for days and you'll be like, you sure are you 9?
I didn't know he was 9.
But yeah, I'm not gonna go in details what happened and stuff, but starting years when we got here in 2009.
Oh. Thank you.
In 2009 when we got here, our journey for first few years was difficult.
I'm sure.
But we got over it. And now this is home.
You know, coming from California.
I was about to say, y'all are from California, both of you
Yeah.
guys?
No. I came from India to California for 2 months and then straight here.
Really?
So that was the other part of our marriage was I'd never been here until we got married. So our cultures were totally different.
You said arranged?
No.
Semi-arranged.
Like, I don't consider it arranged at all.
So we were introduced by family friend.
And then heavily persuaded?
That's funny.
I mean,
Apparently, he
look,
never
look,
said yes to me.
I'll tell the story. How about that?
Wow. Because my parents are like that. It's an arranged marriage. Like the two families got together and they grew to love one another. And then they got divorced, but I think they're kind of back together. I don't know. It's weird. They took like a 20-year break. But now they fight like they're still married. You know, like, and with all the kids and stuff that we have now, but between my sister and myself, we spend time together and it's like, we're a family again. You know, it's very strange because you're like, aren't y'all divorced? Like, is this? But yeah, so go ahead.
60-second spiel, all right? Nothing longer than that. My friends thought I was going to go to India and get married. I'm like, you guys are crazy. I'm like, I'm not getting married. I'm the last person to get married. There's no way. I was like, I'm going to take a month off. I'm going to go to vacation. I'm just going to say no to everybody that my mom introduces me to and come home. Oh, I met her, and then that was that.
Wow.
I met her. We talked for like a half hour, and
He
kind of
went
hit
home
it off.
married.
Like, kind of hit it off. But the next day, I didn't even call her family. My uncle, distant uncle, called her family and be like, "Yeah, he said yes." I'm like, I said I liked her. I was like, I liked her.
Words
Does
in
not.
your mouth.
I like her does not mean I want to marry her. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. She felt the same way. Just because we kicked it off, it doesn't mean that we want to get married. She wanted me to say no. I wanted her to say no. Neither of us said no, and we're married.
Oh, like marriage chicken, dude. Like, golly. Like someone say it first. Come on. That's weird. In like a very cool way because, and here you guys are. How many years now?
17.
17.
Yeah.
I just counted in a car.
Wow.
I was like 17 or 18. 17 or 18. I was like, I need to count. So
You know, you're talking about details in accounting. You know, I have an accounting major from Cal State Fullerton. Mm-hmm. Absolutely hate it. I don't even do my own taxes. I was a tax accountant.
I hate taxes.
I'm very good with details.
don't we all?
Well, I hate paying taxes for sure. But you know what's weird? My partner does 90% of my personal taxes. Like he just can't do the part where like what I spend personally. But like everything for the businesses, like he knows how much I hate those things. But I know the things that he hates. So I'll volunteer to do things that he doesn't like, you know, like people things, you know, like, because it takes a lot of time and energy to sit down with somebody and figure things out. But yeah, I can't. I went into the wrong field when I first got into school. My parents, dude, there's a lot of similarities here. My parents always wanted me to be a doctor, so to make them happy, I went to like pre-med, and then I was like, dude, this sucks. So I took like a year off of school, and then they made me go back to school, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll do business, you know. It seemed easy at the time, and it really was easy because like it's relatable, right? You don't really have to study too much, so that worked out. And then I decided to get my MBA because they're like, dude, you need to get a graduate degree. I'm like, do I really? You know, like, isn't this enough? Well, got that, and that did nothing with it. Then I opened up a college bar. So tell me, if people ask all the time, you must be like good at business because you have an MBA. False. That MBA did nothing for me. Right. Other than teach me like discipline to go to school, to finish things. Like there are lessons that I learned from there, but in terms of everyday life, like how often do you do accounting things? Right. Like probably never. Like you can add and subtract, and that's really all you need to do. Like who cares about a balance sheet? You know, like
You got calculator to do that.
yeah, I know. Do you remember when your teachers used to say like, you're gonna have to learn this because you can't always carry a calculator? You're like,
Oh, yeah, we
dude,
can.
So wrong.
We got iPhone.
Yeah. I don't even have to type things in. I just ask things now. I just talk and I get the answer. Like
AI.
That's the day and time we live in. And if we as humans don't adapt and change, we're gonna be outdated.
100%. 100%. So I said that with TikTok because when TikTok came out, I was so anti-TikTok, dude. I was like, I'm not learning another social media platform. And now I'm so behind on it. Like it's already taken over. So after I felt like I missed the boat for TikTok, then I made a deal with myself that the next thing that came out, I was going to go all in. I was going to learn. And that happened to be AI. So when AI first started coming out, I learned everything I could about it. I'm still learning about it because it evolves every single day. So I'm really good at using it for things right now, but I'm not great at things. Right now I'm learning how to create AI agents, things to automate my life, you know, like how to check my emails and send me like a summary of, you know, like all the different like programs that I use, you know. Make.com is how you do that.
It's hard, right?
It is hard, but once you learn it, you'll figure it out. And you need to learn these things because kids are learning this right now. They're so good at this. And like, I'm not going to let them leave me behind, you know, like for video editing and for pictures and stuff, dude, AI, right?
I signed up for a course yesterday.
Oh, where?
Coursive.
Oh, dude.
I've been seeing the ads on Instagram over and over and over again. And I'm like, you know what? I've been wanting to do it. I've been procrastinating. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. She asked me, what are you doing? Because I was so focused on it. And I was like, I'm signing up for this class because I want to learn it. I want to be able to automate my life without having to outsource it.
I don't want to have to pay for it. I'm really, really cheap. I will figure it out on my own. Because I love to learn new things anyway. So it's not a chore. You know, like I enjoy the process of learning. I enjoy the process of like feeling like a dumbass. And then like, okay, I'm getting this right now. Okay, now, oh, so this does this and this interacts with this way. I love that feeling. But you also, anytime you start anything new, you're gonna suck at the beginning, right? Give yourself allow yourself to suck for a little bit.
That's how you learn.
Yep, that's the only way you learn.
You have to fail to be successful.
We call it failing forward. Just as long as you're failing this way and you're not failing backwards and giving up, basically.
You know, we've had our struggles with failures and and winners, and you just kind of take it, run it, and
take the lessons from it.
100%.
Move forward.
There's I heard, what is it? There's no failures in life. There's just lessons.
Yeah.
You know? So once again, it's how you think about what happens. It's the same thing objectively an event happened. It's how you deal with it that kind of shows you who you are. How many people just lay down and die? You know, like, oh, I can't do this. This is so hard. I can't. Dude, my kids now, I won't let them say I can't.
I hate that word. I can't. I hate it.
I said, you just don't want to do it. Right?
They want easy way out.
Mm-hmm. And like, I can't do it. I'm like buttoning your shirt. I was like, yes, you can. And they get upset. I was like, no, you got this. Right? Like, will you help me? I was like, no, I won't. There's so many things that I've said that, no, I won't help. I mean, I'll be in the same room as you. Right? But I'm not going to help you. Yeah. And I'll encourage you. You know, I'll give you tips, but I'm not going to help you. Like, I'm not going to do it for you. And the look of joy on their face when they actually finally figure it out. Cause you're like, dude, tying your shoes is a little bit hard for both of them right now.
They're young.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna hold that against them. So I still do it because they try to give up. I'm like, nope, watch me. The longer you watch me, you're gonna try one day and it's gonna make sense. Right. And it's motor skills too. Like they lack the motor skills. So physically, it's probably hard for them to do it. But mentally, they should know that they can. My daughter has a hard time waking up in the mornings. And I do this thing, and I didn't realize I did this thing until I saw it on like Instagram, where it's like, if you ever like have problems doing something, count down from 5. Well, my thing is 1, 2, 3, fuck it, right? But at fuck it, you have to move, you have to go, right? So I never realized this because I just did it because that's how I motivated myself. Like when we first started the restaurants, you didn't know what you were doing, right? And you're like, oh God, how am I going to deal with this problem? All right, so you wallow for a little bit, and you're like, what the fuck am I going to do? Right. And like, all right, 1, 2, 3, fuck it. That was me and Trent's thing. We did it. We moved. We just didn't know where we were going, but we just moved. So I've been using that kind of framework for the longest time. And if you say it out loud, it's way more powerful than if you say it in your head. So my daughter, she can't curse, so it's move it right now. She does curse. Don't get me wrong. They think it's funny, and I think it's funny. My 3-year-old is like, oh, dude, she'll drop an F-bomb. Very, very strategically placed. So it's in context. So I can't be that mad. I think it's funny. I laugh. I'm like, it's just words, you know?
Until the wife looks at you.
Well, yeah. So I'm gonna finish with my daughter's story first. But now in the morning, it's gotten so good. We'll do the countdown. So it's 3, 2, 1, move it. And then it was like, because when I wake her up in the morning, I kind of wake her up, like jolt her out of like whatever deep sleep. I'm like, dude, time for snugs, right? So like we get in, we snuggle for a little bit, and she sleeps for a little bit. I'm like catching up on emails on my phone. And then like 5:58, I always say, all right, am I counting down or are you counting down? She'll point at me. I was like, all right, I'm gonna count down. And then we have to get up. Like you have to sit straight up. And then she'll do it. And then this week was the first time she counted. I was like, who's counting? She was like, I'll count. She was like 1, 2, 3, move it. And then she did it. I was like, bro, if my parents would have taught me this when I was younger, like how to like motivate myself, because how they motivated me was through fear. You know, like, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And it's like, I did get a lot of spankings, don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it, but it did make me the person that I am today. You know, like I respect people, I respect, you know, a lot of things, and I feel like you need to be spanked. All right. I don't know if you guys got spanked, but like, dude.
No, we all did.
I got the hanger, the rolling pin, whatever was in there.
The feather duster, like, dude. Oh God, I had it all. And I remember when I was finally big enough, and I like caught it, and I was like, like the look on both of our faces. I was like, oh, just hit me. Like, I don't know what just happened. You know.
My dad used to chuck the remote at me.
Yeah.
And then he would miss, and I would have to pick it up and go bring it to him so he can do it all over
do it
again.
again. Yeah. But it teaches you, and maybe today is probably not as good of a teaching tool for kids because I think we know better. But every so often, dude, people are just animals. So every so often, you gotta, you know. I've never had to do it yet. Liar. I did it twice. Popped them right on the ass. And since you never do it, they freak out. They're like, oh, what? And then they're like, dude, I'll do it again. You know what I mean? Like it's so.
The tap on the back of the head. My son hates it. I'm like, well, if you don't want me to tap you on the back of the head, then you better get it together.
Because there's got to be like a physical consequence. People don't operate without consequences, you know? And there's probably a lot more people in this world that need consequences that didn't get them.
The opposite too. We don't operate without rewards.
Yes, you have to. Well, we're constantly rewarding though, like roof over your head. Like they were like, what do you want for Christmas? Or what do they want for? I was like, they get gifts every day from Amazon. Like they're not lacking for anything physical. So this year we're going to Dallas. We're going to buy a doll or something, an American Girl doll or something.
American, yeah, I know what you're talking
Is
about.
that-
Something new?
No, it's not.
Apparently it's like a rite of passage for little girls.
It's American doll dress up
Something.
something, yeah.
I'm butchering it probably, but
American is the right word. What comes after, I don't know
yeah, me
exactly.
neither. But it's important to my wife, and she asked the kids, what was your favorite gift that you got last year for Christmas? And none of them could remember. And I thought that was genius until I started seeing Instagram reels about like other parents. Like, did you get this from Instagram? Still, regardless, it made a point. So instead of getting gifts, we're going to get experiences,
Yeah.
which I collect those anyway. You know, like I would much rather spend time with my family because I'll remember who I was with. I won't remember what I did though.
Yeah.
You know, but
That's what we do. We were past 3 years. We are never here in Christmas. We flew. Usually,
We usually try to take
try
a
to
trip.
take. Yeah,
Where y'all going this year then?
we not. We just kids
Because
went.
y'all
New-
just went to New Zealand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just us two. But my kids went to New Zealand in summer for a month.
But without you guys?
Yeah,
Oh, no wonder y'all went. I'd feel
jealous.
I'd feel left out. Yeah. I'd be like, no way, you get to do it and I don't get to do it.
they went while their winter, so they enjoyed snow while we were dying here in summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And they were there for a month.
Your sister lives there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so they stayed with your sister?
Yeah.
Dude, how awesome is that to spend time with your aunt in New Zealand? I wish I had an aunt in New Zealand.
They had a memorable summer, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
So we're not doing anything crazy. We just got back. We just want to take a low key because we're getting ready for next year February trip to Everest.
Oh, so that's are you training for that?
We started, then we had to stop. Things happened, so we have to get back. It's coming.
How do you train for something like that?
You just walk.
Stairmaster.
Like, but do you have to walk like on an incline?
It does. It gets inclined. So the way incline works is not every day. The end of at the end is more inclined when you're about to touch the base camp. But every day you have to walk anywhere between 6 to 8 hours.
Cool.
Yes, that's minimum to maximum. And then you take a break every other day because you are going higher and higher altitude, so your body need to get
Yeah.
used to it.
Acclimate, yeah.
Yeah. But then last few days, touching up to the base camp is where the incline
The
comes
hardest part.
hardest part.
So how
Summit
long is
is-
it? Yeah.
15 days. Given 15 days, but you have to give 3-4 days.
12 to 15 days.
Give and take.
You're gonna walk all day, every day for 2
Few
weeks
days
straight
we not. Because we just taking break because you're at
to rest
altitude
and let your
rest.
muscle, yeah.
But they still say that go on small hike and stuff, keep your body
Mm-hmm.
going, and because I'm asthmatic, I have
Me
asthma.
too.
But apparently, people with asthma does it.
Mm-hmm.
They got medicines and stuff,
Yeah.
and they have Sherpas who carries oxygen, and they're not gonna do anything crazy where you are dying. So, but
So is
yeah,
there a tour guide company or something like a?
so they do tours, but the way the days I wanted is where I want to touch base camp on my birthday.
Oh,
And you know what the funny part is? You cannot see Mount Everest from a base camp.
really?
You have to climb down to see Mount Everest.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hit it on your birthday.
Yeah, that's so we climb February 23rd is our first day of climbing, and we'll reach base camp on March 3rd, which is my birthday. And then we're gonna start descending that same day after a few hours of enjoying it. You can either take a helicopter ride down. In 10 minutes, you will be down, but you cannot fly up.
Is that how you're gonna get down?
That's why he
Helicopter?
wanted to do it. I didn't. So it's going to take another 3 to 4 days to go down. So going down is a lot quicker than going up. But you cannot fly up to base camp. because your body is gonna crash.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But you can fly down for sure.
Where did you get this idea from? Because this is pretty freaking cool.
So I was like, I've not done anything big in my life. That's what I think. I was like, I want to do, and it was my bucket list, and I am scared of heights. You telling me 17,000 feet high and telling me to look down, I might shit on my pants.
Yeah, probably.
But I was like, I need to do something that where I can say I did this, and which might push me to do something bigger.
Like skydiving.
Maybe.
Probably. After Everest, skydiving is not that far of a stretch.
Yeah, after that I might jump. You know, no. So I was like, I don't want to go no fancy places to celebrate 48. I was like, I want to do something which is meaningful. So 2 years ago, right before my birthday, I was like, I know what I want to do for my 40th. It's like, okay, what you want? Where you want to go? I was like, I want to go Mount Everest Base Camp. You should have seen his face.
Kind of like that one. Yeah.
He's like, are you fucking crazy? I was like, no, I'm just a sensible person. He's like, you want to climb Mount Everest Base Camp? I was like, yes, I want to climb Mount Everest Base Camp.
The first thing that popped out of my mouth.
He's like, you can go by yourself.
I thought you're fucking afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So he took good week to say he'll join me.
Oh, dude.
And he's like, are you going to do by yourself if I don't come? I was like, yeah.
That's after the constant third degree, yo.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I gave him an offer. I was like, you can sit in Nepal for 15 days, drink, eat, find yourself a Nepali chick, and have fun.
And then get a divorce.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh my God, that's a trap. That's 100%. Don't do it.
So, yeah.
How cool is that, though? I can't wait. I'm sure you're going to take pictures. And is there a cell service?
I think so. I'll give you all the details.
Yeah, I want to know.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
But I told him, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to get there. I'm going to enjoy the beauty, and then I'm going to take myself a shot.
Oh, really? So
Of
what are you going to drink?
Whatever stays good. Not freeze up.
Yeah.
That's her choice of medicine. But food is what she delivers and is people's medicine.
Yeah, it is. I think we were talking about this today. Like restaurants and bars are like, it's like the center of like society. You don't just, we're not going to meet up, say, hey, let's meet up at the library. And they're like, we're going to meet up at a restaurant. We're going to meet up at a bar somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, everyone understands food. You know, they understand drinks. You know, it doesn't matter what language you speak. You understand that. And it's just something that, dude, it connects people. You know, I freaking love it. And I love when other people cook for my wife at the beginning, you know, owning restaurants and being able to cook. And I always cook for her. At the beginning, she was very hesitant to cook for me. You know, she was like, well, I'm not very good at it. I was like, I'm going to explain something. You could burn that thing and I'll still enjoy it. Why? Because A, I didn't have to do it. And B, you did it for me. Because it shows, it's the way I look at food, it's love, right? Like it's 100% how I show love and how I guess, receive love. If you kind of, you know, like we share an amazing meal together. That, like, I will always remember a Spice Affair because of the feeling that I got. I might not remember all the names. I will definitely not remember all the names. I couldn't read most of it. But I will remember how it tasted. I'll remember the people that were with me, and I'll remember how I felt when I left. To me, that's what food should be about. It's the experience, right?
Thank you.
Well, thank you. You did that. I didn't do it. I just showed up.
What was your favorite part?
Hold on. Those two favorite parts. One was the scallop one for sure, because I can still remember how that tasted.
The first time.
The first time. The second, well, and also I remember the drinks that you made me because they weren't, I don't know how you did them. Like, were they infused? Like,
I infused that old fashioned for 7 days. Normally it's a 2-day thing, but we use a sugar-filled bourbon, and it has more depth to it. It has a punch, so it needed more time to be infused. Apricot preserves, star anise, cardamom, clove, and cinnamon sticks. We infused it with all of that for 7 days, and then I used the brown sugar simple, a couple of different types of bitters, and flamed orange peel.
Oh, wow. Because I remember that one. I was like, dude, I want another one. And then Sarah's like, we're leaving.
And then you guys still got one at the end.
While he was waiting on his Uber.
Yeah.
He's like, when's this shot coming?
Yeah. I was like, I'm getting texts like, we're in the car. I'm like, oh. I was like, I'm on my way. Yeah. But that was so much fun. But speaking of small talk and like how much anxiety I get thinking about like the small talk that we're about to have. That's why I was so glad that Jordan was there the first time with her husband. Because like, dude, I know somebody, and they're cool as shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to pretend anything. I hate having to pretend, like how's work? Like, do we really have to talk about work right now? Like I want to enjoy myself. I want to just like take it all in. But
that was the reason we did this. Like, cooking is a one part of it, but second was how often you meet strangers.
Very, very rare.
How often you eat with them for 2 straight hours and drink with them.
I was about to say, to hang out with strangers for that long is very rare. You meet strangers every day, but you're like, hey, hi, bye. How are you? All right, cool. See you later.
Yeah.
By the time we left, like we're just cutting up with every other table, all the people at our table. It was really, really cool.
So that's what our motto of Spice Affair is. You come as a stranger, but you become friends. So next time you come, you might see the same people. We have this one couple. If you remember,
Shout
they were
out
with
to them.
Nice.
Kara Henderson and what's her Matt Henderson. They're coming for the third dinner in a month. In a row. Every month they came.
Oh, wow.
And
I can see why.
And they're going to be in this Saturday again.
I can see why. Oh God, just thinking about it, like if no one's ever done something like this, I highly recommend it. It's a little nervous at first because once again, you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
But then when this dude with the drinks, once those start flowing, bruh, we're all friends after that. Like all the wine pairings with everything. Isn't there wine with every meal? Like every course?
See, that's the thing. It's not wine only. We do wine and cocktails. We might even throw in an occasional beer.
That's right.
We might even throw an occasional beer. It just kind of depends on what we're feeling. We try to...
Well, it tastes good with the dish.
I love that.
Some people don't like beer. Some people do.
That guy doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't like beer?
I think he just hasn't tried enough of them.
Everyone's got a different palate.
Yep.
So, that's where the creativity comes in. If you might not like the first one, you'll like the second.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you a beer guy?
Not in the strict sense of the word. I'm not like I love beer kind of guy. I'm more of a spirits and cocktail kind of guy, but I do drink beers. And if I drink beers, I usually slam beers. Because I can control the beer drunk so much better than I can control the other one.
100%. You drink water and you're good.
Yeah, for sure. And but if I start with beer, then I want something a little bit heavier, and then I want shots, and then we're hanging out until like 4:00 in the morning. But I love that so much. The best connections that I've made in my life were bonding from like midnight to like 3 a.m. probably.
While you are drunk.
Yes.
Or buzzing.
Those are the best connections, and you have better conversations, I think. Right?
You're loose. You're free. You can talk freely. I think we have done...
That's the thing that we kind of saw with the supper club.
Yeah.
They arrive, and kind of timid.
Yes. Yes.
But within 15 minutes, I mean, by the time you sit down for the first course, because you get that 30, 40-minute social hour, by the time you sit down and you have the first course, they're already chatting about what they're going to do next week.
Yes.
So it definitely opens people up. And you got to think about it. If you or one of your friends is going out to dinner, or you're going out to an experience like this, you're going to expect people with like mind. So 9 out of 10 people that book the tickets, they know that they're gonna get a culinary experience. They know that they're gonna facts. They're gonna enjoy the storytelling, get more in depth, and that kind of plays into the part of us being travelers versus tourists, because we want to enjoy the culture. We want to understand it. We want to feel it. We want to get everything we can, because when you walk away from an experience, you want to feel like, I did it. It was fun. I want to do it again.
Yes.
And we see that a lot. You know, you've came a couple of times.
I've come twice now. This won't be my last time. I can promise you that. Will not be the last time.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't think about it that way. To do something like this, to like pull the trigger on it, you have to be a little bit adventurous, right? To have that type of spirit. And I liked it because I made a comment the last time I was there. It was like, it's kind of quiet when you first get there. Like, people are talking, you know, they're mingling. And then by the end, it's like
so loud.
Yes. Like, and I was like, wow, we got real loud in here, you know, but I enjoy that because like when people start to talk a little bit louder, you know, they're having a good time, you know? And that was pretty cool.
The energy doesn't die down. It stays.
It just amps. It just amps up. So y'all probably shouldn't do a late night because like that would probably, your neighbors probably pissed.
9:30 we need to max 10. We don't want to push our neighbors too much.
Yeah, right.
They're nice neighbors, but we don't want to push them.
We'll be respectful.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, the first time that I went, what I really enjoyed was the music that you were playing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it
was Indian music.
Yes, but not like, it was like club Indian music or something. Right, I can't describe it.
It's
I was
vibey, it's trendy.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
the beats are there. But the whole reason we do that, if there's, you know, depending on the clientele, the people that book and the people that come, I want to make sure I set the vibe. You know, that's my
music
forte.
Is a big part of vibe.
Music, drinks, placing people at certain tables or not placing them at certain tables. The music aspect, you know, you want to be able to feel the vibe, but not focus on the music.
Oh, yes.
So if there's no Indians at a dinner and it's all mixed race, I'm going to try to do as much Indian music as possible. That's trendy, that's vibey, goes along with the food, the drinks, the atmosphere, just because you want to set the tone and you want to create an environment where you're socializing. You're forced to socialize. And as the dinners went on, as the private events went on, we've had more private events than the actual dinners that we've held so far. You can have a private dinner for our moms if you wanted to, have the managers come by. You know, you can, we have a minimum of 10 people. So 10 to 24 people. You can have corporate events and stuff like that. But the vibe is very important. It doesn't matter what type of event it is. Jim at Mestizos, Wiesel threw his 54th birthday party. I don't know if he wants me saying it, but too bad, Jim. Yeah. You ain't getting any younger, buddy.
Embrace it. It's fine.
They threw their party, and I kind of reached out to Wiesel, and I was like, you know, what kind of music does he like? And he gave me a few artists that he liked, but then I threw in the Indian music also. And it was a vibe.
Yeah. I like that. It wasn't, God, it was such a good time. Y'all make me want to go again. My entire December is so jam-packed. It is so packed, dude. Like, I can't fit anything else in for December.
You're welcome anytime. You don't need an event to come.
Oh, nice.
Come
I
in.
know that already. I was just playing. I was just playing.
I was like, why is he pretending that?
Well, I was looking at my
turning.
calendar in my head. I was like, where can I fit this in? How can I make this happen? We're going to Homa's house on the 20th.
I was going to be the date, but you got it.
Oh.
I talked to Jared Langwell last night.
Homa's house. We always wanted to go there. But I don't know if they can do vegetarian.
I don't know. Jeremy came on the podcast like a month or so ago, and he invited me, and I was just so busy. I just didn't commit to it. And then he just sent a bunch of days, like, pick one. And I was like, all right. I didn't say, all right. I sent it to my wife and I said, you pick one. So she picked one. I live by the calendar. If it's in the calendar, I have to do it. And not that I have to do it. It's a commitment, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have any rules, then you kind of Wild West over here, you know? Talking about ADHD, I don't have a regimented system that I follow every time, then it takes a lot of energy to make decisions. So if the less decisions I have to make every single day, the more productive I am, so to speak, as in like I can use my brain power for something else.
Same.
Dude, I know, right?
Same.
So the routines are so important for me. If I don't have the same routine, I won't get my protein in. I won't get my workout in. I won't get a shower in. You know, like it's weird things like that. My entire life is digital. So as soon as something happens that I need to do a task, so I've learned like the idea of a second brain. Your brain's for having ideas, not for storing ideas. So the longer you have to remember something, the more brain power it takes, the more likelihood that you'll have anxiety or stressed out or overwhelmed. So as soon as I have an idea or a thought or something I need to do, I jot it down on my notes app. It's not really my notes app, it's a Notion, but I created a widget for that one. So one swipe and boom, I'm done, right? So it's very low friction. Oh God, I love talking about this stuff. When I can decrease friction, it's easier for me to do things. And I think about that for my staff too, is like, how can I make it easier for them to do something? How can I decrease the amount of steps from start to end result? But the habit that I have to have every single morning, as soon as my family leaves, I go to my office and I pull up my Notion with all of my tasks. So my brain's it's full, right? And then I look through every single thing. I categorize things. Where is it home and personal? Is it our moms? Is it for this? So I can categorize all the things that I wrote down that are all in one place into the right buckets. And then I write down on a physical piece of paper the appointments that I have. Let's say appointments, like the times that I have to be places, like, you know, podcast at 9 a.m., you know, manager meeting at 9 or whatever it is. I write those down. And then depending on how long or how big that day is already, then I start to fill in tasks that I can do. And I don't put any more than 5, because any more than 5 and it starts to get overwhelming. So I cap it at 5, right? And then when I'm done with them, I scratch them out and I scratch the shit out of them, right? That's why it has to be a physical. It can't be just a click a button. There's no satisfaction in that. There's no dopamine spike when you're just, all right, that was it, right? But just, I'll wear that thing out, right? And then at the end, like as you start to cross things out, you're like, I want to cross more things out. So that's how I hack myself into doing things, because you can always justify, well, I can push this off till tomorrow. It's not that important. But if you really think about it, your plate keeps getting fuller every single day. And if you don't start taking things off your plate, then it just piles up. And then you're like, dude, like, where am I supposed to start? You know? Which is why, like, as soon as something happens, I have to finish. That's why I like the whole action thing. Like, if you think it, how can I decrease the amount of time from thought to action? The longer that part is, the longer I'll second guess myself and the less likely it'll happen, you know? So once again, when Jeremy sent me the dates, send it immediately to Sarah. And she picked one. I told him, I put it in the calendar, boom. And that was like
Done.
3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then like I didn't think about it again until this past Monday, you know? Once again, your brain's for having ideas, not storing ideas. I don't know where I heard that, but it made so much sense.
I can't commit. I hate making decisions. Mm-hmm. But it's funny. We like routine, but we like adventurous too.
Oh, dude.
And exciting and something new, spur of the moment shit. But when it comes to routine, if there's no routine, it's hard to operate.
Yes.
But at the same time, we're ready to go spur of the moment shit. Like, it's crazy how that works.
I call it when shit hits the fan. Dude, maybe I don't love when shit hits the fan, but when shit hits the fan, bro, I start smiling. I love it. You can ask Jeff, when something gets incredibly difficult, bro, I'm in it. Like, dude, we got this now, right? This is where I shine, you know? But the mundane, the day-to-day, it takes a lot more energy for me anyway, to handle than it does if like something just blew up and you're like, all right, dude, put this fire out. I'm going to put this fire out. I'm going to figure it out. And that, for me, there's no better feeling.
It's a thrill.
I do. Yes. I am a thrill seeker, but I'm also very risk averse. I don't know. I don't know how to classify myself. Like scuba diving. I hate open water. I'm deathly afraid of it. But when I'm afraid of something, I have to push myself to do it. And you were talking about anxiety and claustrophobic. And I can tell you that when you start doing it, the panic and the pressure and the stress and the anxiety, it's all there. Because you're like, I might die under here.
Yeah.
You know? But what scuba diving taught me was to control that feeling. Like, it's just a feeling, you know? Like, when that creeps into my head now, I know how to control it. Because when you jump in that water, there's no turning back. What am I gonna do? Freak out and look like an idiot in front of everybody? You know, so like there's that social pressure too. You're like, all right, it's gonna happen. We're doing this. You know, there's no turning back now. I've already got all the gear on. Like we're in the water. Like we're doing this. And then when you go down for the first time, it is so scary. It is so scary.
I might jump from the plane or maybe a mountain for water. I don't know. But hey, who knows?
Who knows? After you do Everest, you'll probably
After
be
doing
emboldened to do
Everest,
something else.
I don't know. We might jump together.
Well, who?
You and me.
Oh,
From the plane.
Oh wow. Maybe.
Maybe. Where did you jump from last time?
This place in Lafayette.
He did it in Vegas. He wanted to do it
Ooh.
from New Zealand, but he never got a chance. I guess we'll go fly somewhere
Yeah.
fancy.
I hurt myself, so I couldn't do it.
Really?
And I got in a car accident.
Yeah.
Oh. I was
Yeah.
like, on purpose? Like,
No. Yeah. And God knows. We'll see where life takes.
If someone asks me to do something, I usually need the push. Because on my own, I will second guess myself. I'll think of all the reasons to say no, but then I'll appreciate when someone makes me do it. Because I can see the fun side of it, like how I'm gonna feel after I jump out. Not so much jumping out of the plane, but how I'm gonna feel after. I focus on the after feeling a lot because to me, sometimes the after is better than the middle. Most of the time, the after is better than the middle. You know, feeling of accomplishment. You know, like I did this. I conquered a fear. It's a different kind of high. It is a high. It's not even a different kind of high. It is a high.
That's what he's keep telling me. I was like,
Adrenaline rush.
Oh wow, dude! When you land, when you get down and you take all the harness thing off, and like, bro, you are jacked, bro. It is so much fun. But I'm so scared to think about just doing it again, though. You know, like
yeah.
I can remember the feeling, I can appreciate it, and I can still feel that, but I can. Oh, I'm second guessing it already. I was like, do I really want to jump out of an airplane again? But if you do it and you're super scared to do it, I'll do it with you. And I said it out loud now, so
Now you have to do it.
that's accountability.
Let me conquer Everest.
Okay,
And then we'll
okay.
get back again and see what can be done. But yeah, that's my next goal.
It's good to have goals.
Yeah. Grow Supper Club and climb Mount Everest Base Camp.
What are you trying to grow at Supper Club?
I want to go up to 6 dinners
6 dinners a month?
month. I'm at 2.
Remember when you were saying like you were I remember because it was at the Fête Rouge thing and you're like, I just want to do 2. I was like, you can do 4 a month at least.
Yes. So 6 is the max.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 is the max in the sense like including private parties and dinners. We want to do 9 is the cutoff. That includes
9?
But that can be private parties or dinners and stuff. 9 is max. After 9 in a whole month, we're not taking any more.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Can you tell me a little bit about like how much effort it goes into doing one of these at your house?
It's really not.
Really? Because at a
plan-
restaurant it's hard, but everything's already set up for you. You know,
She
like-
says it's not hard.
It
It's
looks
'cause
hard. I
she's-
watched you work. I was like, this is hard, and then you have to entertain on top of that. So it is hard.
I plan my week out. So I have a dinner. This time I have a dinner back to back. I have on Saturday and Sunday.
Is this your first time doing back to back?
Yes. But I have planning dinner. I have started planning since Monday. So Monday, so this was a little different because we just got back on Friday night from New Zealand. And then I had a commitment on Sunday, private dinner. So I had a day and a half to cook a dinner for 14 beautiful ladies. They were celebrating Christmas party.
Oh,
So Monday, I just took myself. I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I stayed in a bed all day. I didn't do nothing. But my brain was still keep going. So I planned it out. Tuesday, I wrote everything down, what to prep. make a list to buy, place an order. And starting today, I prep a little. So every day I do a little bit prep. Basic.
You take a little bite of
Everything, yeah.
that elephant, a little bit at a time.
Little bit of time.
I
But
couldn't
then-
do what she does.
I would wait till the
Friday-
end and try to do everything at once. That's my brain.
Then Friday, I'll go ham. Well, I will prep it out, everything. Saturday morning is my garnishes and the dough for the naan or whatever. I'm prepping fresh.
That was good too.
And then that's it. And be ready.
Yeah, everything's from scratch. So
I know. You can
especially the
taste it.
catering aspect. We haven't even
You're not
started
even
doing
garden
that. But we have a catering menu from snacks that you can keep in your pantry to biting and finger foods, entrees. You can order catering. We got our website that we're working on. It's going to be up pretty soon. So you can get catering, private parties, attend a dinner.
Ooh.
You can come to us or we can come to you.
Oh, very cool.
And then she also does like a chef's dinner where she'll go to your house and cook for X amount of people. We just plan for it, obviously.
Yeah, it can't be like, hey, can you do tomorrow?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, it depends on what we got.
If you want peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
we can make it happen. It'd probably be the most gourmet peanut butter and jelly I've ever had, though.
Speaking of peanut butter and jelly, my favorite, a PB&J with boysenberry jam. What? And you take some Tabasco Cheez-Its. Amazing.
So instead of jelly, it's boysenberry jam with peanut butter and then Tabasco Cheez-Its.
On the side.
I
And
can
you know when
see
you take a
that.
bite and you have a whole bunch of peanut butter? I just dip
you'll
my
dip? Yeah.
yes.
Dude, we
And
have
the Cheez-Its get stuck to it.
Oh.
You get a little crunch.
I like peanut butter and jelly on almost anything. We have a peanut butter and jelly burger at the restaurant, and then one of my cooks accidentally confused the cookie butter with the peanut butter. And
They look
created a
same
new
though.
dish.
they do look the exact same. So I went to go talk to the table, and they're all like, I've got good news and bad news. I was like, bro, give me the bad news first. I was like, well, they messed up my sandwich. I ordered a peanut butter and jelly. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Let me fix it for you, Ryan. Like, you know. And then he was like, well, the good news is they use cookie butter, and I like this better. So I was like, all right, well, I got two things I need to tell the kitchen now, right? A, make sure you're labeling your stuff and using the right thing. But B, they loved it, right?
Glad they weren't allergic to it.
Oh, I know, right? Jeez, that would be terrible. But hopefully, yeah. I mean, Biscoff with like heavy cream, you know, like it's not really.
Yeah.
It's so delicious anyway. It's oh man, you're making me hungry.
Me too.
I have a question for you. Does she cook like that for you every day?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh wow.
I don't get the 5 courses, but she cooks good food every day.
You're so lucky.
I am.
Wow.
It's hard to keep the weight off.
Yeah. God. But at that point, I'd welcome the wait. Oh yeah,
No.
for sure.
No.
But what are you gonna say? Don't cook for me anymore? Like, dude,
Sometimes.
acts of love, man.
What do you want to eat tonight? I'm gonna have a PB&J.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it light.
Uh-huh. You know, save you some time, you know, like you've been working really hard, take today off.
When I say I don't want to eat or I'm not hungry or I don't know what to eat, deep down inside, she knows that I'm gonna bust out the peanut butter.
That's the oh yeah. I love that. So
What's your favorite food?
oh, what a loaded question.
Like your go-to thing that you, any given day, any time of the week, any time of the month, any time of the year, like what's gonna hit the spot? And it doesn't have to be anything that your wife likes.
The real answer, I think, because I think about this a lot, would be probably pho. I could eat that anytime, anywhere, no matter what. If it's hot outside, if it's cold outside, I could eat it.
I got a challenge for you though.
Ooh, I love challenges.
I want you, whenever December's gone, I want to eat some pho because I haven't tried any pho that I liked besides Jinya's vegan ramen, the creamy vegan ramen that they have. And I've ate it at multiple places. It just doesn't hit the spot for me from a flavor. Because you know how pho has that light broth? I want
You
more.
want heavy and thick,
I want
like hearty
more.
stew.
Yeah.
There's a dish. It's like a Vietnamese beef stew, like bok ho. It's basically just beef stew, but with like star anise and cinnamon and stuff. Pho flavorings, but in a beef stew. You might like that because it's thicker.
He
You can
doesn't
make it
eat beef.
vegetarian.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Huh?
You can make it vegetarian.
I don't even know if I could cook this right now. Because I've never been able to make it like my mom makes it. And there's a gold standard, right? Like my mom will forever be like the best Vietnamese cook ever. And I can say this now because I've been to Vietnam, and you would expect the food over there to be just hands down so much better. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say it's underwhelming. It was just not better. It was still delicious. It was still awesome. The sights, the sounds, the smells, like everything about the whole experience was just amazing, right? We did the touristy thing, so we were not like we weren't
Sometimes you have to.
travelers. So my sister booked like it was a tour for like 12-day tour or something from like top to bottom, like everything. So like tour guides, like, you know, like not 5-star, but like 3-star hotels, you know, air conditioning, you know, like room service. Like we didn't like rough it, right? And so I don't know if I got the true Vietnam experience, but I got the experience that I wanted, because like during the day, like you were still like, I watched the lady. She washed a bowl in this like not bucket, but like kind of like a larger bowl on the floor. And I was like, that's kind of normal, like no big deal. And then she washed her feet in that thing. And then she washed another person's bowl. And like, this was like right when we first got there. And my sister's a big germaphobe. So we just like looked at each other, I was like, dude, when in Rome, I guess, like, dude, like we can't say anything. Like, what are we going to say? Ew, and not eat. Right. So we're like, dude, we made a deal. Like, no matter what happens, we're going to eat. We're going to experience the whole thing. Right. There's black mold everywhere. And coming from like a restaurant background, you're like, dude, how many health violations are you violating right now? All of them.
All of it.
Yes.
At that point, all of it.
Meat was hanging with no like refrigeration, like raw meat, like all day in the heat during the summer.
Negative
like August. Yeah, they didn't care at all. And like the people driving, like the rule was you just walk and they'll go around you. But like, have you seen all those like motorbikes and like just they just go and like you just walk and you just hope you don't die. And I never got hit once. We went up some mountain, and my sister ordered a coffee, and there was this like used cup with ice and I don't even think there was a straw in there. She took the cup, dumped it out, filled it up for my sister, and handed it to her. I was like, she's gonna freak out, dude. She's gonna freak out. But she drank it.
Did you get sick once?
I got like the runs like one time, like out of those like almost
It's
2
normal.
weeks.
It's
Yeah.
not. That's probably due to water and
So
stuff.
I didn't get sick. My sister got sick, but she tried to drink with me. So we got hammered one night, and like we were doing like the Chu Chi tunnels, and like she couldn't even get out the bus. Like she was
What's
like
a choo-choo tunnel?
Chu Chi tunnels. It was like where the Viet Cong like dug tunnels under the ground and had spikes everywhere. So they would pop out of the ground and like surprise people, you know, like,
Oh.
and these tunnels are made for like tiny Vietnamese people. And I was a fat guy at the time. I'm still pretty fat, but like at the time I was a lot fatter. And like I was starting to hyperventilate, and I was like, I'm gonna get stuck. I was like a fatter American guy in front of me. So I was like, well, fuck, if he didn't get stuck, I'm not gonna get stuck, right? But the fear, I was like, what if I'm here forever? Like, and then you start to think about, do I have to like gnaw my arm off to get out of here? So many weird thoughts popped in your head. And I was hungover, so it didn't like, but still the experience was amazing. But it was
India is similar.
it's different, you know?
When
Like,
you eat off the street.
yeah.
You know, we got a saying in Indian households, like if you're eating over there and we're talking to our kids, the saying is like, hey, look, if there's not sweat in your food, then you
That's
didn't go to
not
the right
real
place.
food. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They literally they do this, and then you see it drip into the pot. I'm like, bro, that's not sanitary.
Yeah, not at all. They would have like pots of food and there would be no fire under them. And you're like, bro, like what temperature is this? I was like, don't care. Just don't do it.
Just eat it.
You
Yeah.
go to a second world or third world country, and all of a sudden, the same stuff that you deal with in America, the same expectations that you
Yes.
have, all that shit goes out the window.
It's not the same. It oh my God. Everyone needs to travel abroad to that type of country. at least once because
Preferably earlier in life.
yeah.
Just because it'll broaden your horizons, it'll open your mind to what's going on in the different parts of the world and what they're going through and how you have it. And we have life on a silver platter, on a gold platter.
We have it so good over here. So good. Like the things that what do they call it? First world problems? Like,
First one.
yeah, the things that we complain about and the things that we get bent out of shape about, other countries would just love to just even have a tenth of that.
It
And we
might
don't
not even
appreciate it.
exist there.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like they don't even know. And we're just like, I can't believe the internet's so slow. And you're like, whoa, like, yeah.
Go to places in
Your
India.
kids catch an earful if they don't appreciate it, and so do mine, because we've experienced it and we've been a part of it.
I was like, there's much bigger problems in this world than whatever you're complaining about right now.
Which is your PS5 is not working.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry your disc isn't loading right now.
Yeah.
You know, like, geez, you know, God, my daughter asked for a PS5 the other day and I was like, you don't even know how to play games. She was like, but I think we need one.
We need one, right?
And then I was like, oh, maybe we do need one. And I was like, when am I going to have time to play it? I used to play games a lot, but before kids and like before I got married, and then I don't know. It was a way to decompress. But and we also smoked a lot of weed too. So maybe the weed and the video games and like owning bars and like not having kids and not being married. Like I'm not gonna say it was a better life, but it was a different life for sure. And then I was like, I'll never get back to that. Like I don't even know if I want to get another video game console. I bought a Switch, never played it, gave it to my nephew. How weird, right? But those are the things that I think about a lot because, oh God. Like just thinking about the things that I did in Vietnam. Like I went to a place and they cooked cobra, I think 6 or 7 different ways from the same snake. So we had to find this place and I have it on video. It was a crappy video, like from like a crappy cell phone camera or whatever it was back in the day. And so I all pixelated and stuff, but they just picked one out, swung it, and I was like, what are we doing here? And they just smashed it on the side of a wall, blood's everywhere. And I was like, all right, we're eating this thing.
They grabbed a live snake and they just swung it around.
They just swung it around.
And a cobra by...
a cobra. And they just smashed its head against the wall. And then we ate it. It was wild. I have so many weird stories. I'm actually going to tell it because I don't care who knows.
Let's hear it.
Well, I want to tell you guys about it. So before we went, you always hear about Vietnamese people eating dogs and stuff. And I was like, dude, for sure there's gonna be dogs somewhere. And I was like, dude, I'm a dog person. Like at the time, like I had my dog. I love my dog. He's not alive now, but because my kids are allergic and I can't get another one. But I love my dog. Lana Oliver is actually named after my dog. It's that named after his dog, his first dog, and my first dog, which was Oliver. So that's how much I love dogs. And when we went, we couldn't find it anywhere. So it's not like it was everywhere. I had to leave like any major city. We had to drive like 2 hours away
To eat a dog?
to find dog.
But you didn't go to eat it, did you?
No, I didn't. Well, I ate it. Yeah.
You did?
Oh yeah. I had to.
I thought you said you loved dog.
Well, dude, when in Rome, bro. Like I had to
doggy
try
dog
it.
world, I guess.
It is, bro. I did it. I did it just to say I could, or that I did it, right? Because I'll try anything. Like
So you ate almost anything possibly you can?
yeah. I'll try it for
This
sure.
dog ate that dog.
Yeah. I will
Dog
try
eat dog.
anything, which is why. And that was before I had the palate that I have now. I'm not going to go back for dog. Don't get me wrong.
I
But
thought you were a big eater.
I am.
I
am. Like I said, probably about 5 years ago, my wife like broke me of that. And then hanging out with, oh, don't worry about that.
Isn't that the recorder thing?
It's the backup one. We don't really need that one, to be honest.
Heard.
I just like redundancy. I'm always a redundancy kind of guy. But like I said, now that I meet the people that make my food, I have this like weird like interest. That's not weird. I don't know why I said weird. I have this like crazy interest in the people that make my food. I want to know what drives them, why they chose these flavors, which is why I love when you cook for me, because you actually give me that part without me having to ask for it. I want to know why you did this, right? Like, why do you care so much about this and why it tastes so good? Because I don't know. I just know it tastes good. You know why it tastes good. That's crazy. And you don't even eat the meat, so you don't even know.
The
So
smallest things in a dish make the biggest difference. And it can be one ingredient, and if that ingredient wasn't there in her cooking, it would taste different. And it's mind-blowing how one ingredient with all those spices she puts in, she misses one and it tastes different.
And it's off. Yeah. There's not like that balance, I guess. That's crazy. I mean, I guess I do the same thing. Like when you taste food, you're like, well, it needs a little bit more of this and it needs a little more of that. But I'm still blown away that you don't eat it and it's still that good. I still don't understand how you do this. I have to taste everything to know how to like tweak it, how to make it better.
So she'll try the curries before the meat's in it.
Okay.
Or like the base.
If it's not
cooked with like a beef broth or a
nice.
chicken broth or seafood.
So I can only imagine how good the vegetarian stuff is. The stuff that you can actually taste. I bet you that one.
I told her that I was like, I want to do a dinner where it's my favorite things, and whoever wants to come and buy tickets for it, do it.
Bro, the Rick special. Let's do this.
See, he got excited about it.
There's probably gonna be like alcohol pairings out the butt.
She's like, there's probably gonna be a Needhi special before a Rick special.
Dude, I'm cool with both of them. I trust both of your tastes, so I'm cool with that. So what time is it?
It's 6:10.
Oh wow, I could probably talk forever.
Yeah,
Us too.
Dude, I love it. I guess my one last question before we wrap this up is, where did the term "getting ricked" come from?
Came from Tony. And I've been wanting to utter his name. I've been wanting to utter his name throughout this talk and call him out. But I really don't know how to call him out because he eats everything. He doesn't deny, but he is a huge man that has a low alcohol tolerance.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So he got ricked. And before he knew it, he was like, all right, I can't drive home.
So it came from Tony. Oh, I love it. He's the only person that can shame me into not wearing gloves when I eat like wings or something. So
You wear gloves?
okay, now you're about to shame me. Okay. All right.
Who wear gloves? Like
Because I don't want to get my hands dirty. And the way that I eat wings is like I'm in it. Like I do like what I call a meat umbrella with like the flats part of it. So you just shove all the meat down, but you have to like hold the
You
bone.
make a little
with-
lollipop?
Yeah, right? So then you shove it all the way down and then you can just, and it's done, right? So we did Wingsgiving with the boys from Eat the Boot at Newly's, and we ordered one of every flavor, like every flavor on that menu. I was like, dude, give me every one. And then we had like a table filled with wings. I'm sitting there right before he shamed me for it. I was like, I don't care what anybody says. I'm wearing gloves, like, and then he was like, are you wearing gloves? I was like, bro. And he's like, you can't. And I can't remember what he said. It wasn't like terrible. It wasn't like he was like, like being mean or something. But I was like, this dude, it's like probably the only guy that can make me take these gloves off. So I took these gloves off and I was like, man, now my hands are all dirty. But I had so many wings to eat, dude. It was fun.
But that's how we as Indian eat. We eat with our hands.
It tastes different. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
when you're slurping it off your fingers or you're eating it with your hands and you're eating it with a spoon, it's like drinking wine. If it's not in the right cup, it's not going to taste the same. A lot of people don't know that. Or when you go to a restaurant and they give you, I'm not going to name where, but you go to a restaurant and you ask for a sample of a wine and then it comes in a shot glass and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, how am I supposed to know how this tastes if I can't smell it first?
So why is that? Is it because the glass is shaped this way and it traps the aromas? Is that why?
And it really, like, you swirl it around to open it up.
Yeah.
The aromas hit you in the nose when you're drinking it. There's certain wines, certain spirits where the opening needs to be wider, so it doesn't all hit you at once. And I'm not an expert either.
We learn
Because
it.
if I go, I've just learned on the job. If I go and start saying shit, and one of my reps is gonna call me out, and be like, "Look, motherfucker, that ain't true.
Yeah,
Why you
that's not
bullshitting the
right,
public?"
dude. Yeah. I was like, you're gonna have to like post an apology video or something. Yeah. Like, I'm so sorry I said that. Like,
I do want to give a shout out though. to everybody that made Spice Affair possible, especially, our contractor, Perry Stevens. He's with 360 Apex or Apex 360, and he's amazing. If anybody wants to do any construction work, I would highly recommend his company. For signage, Letterman's, they're always keeping it real. I don't know if you know Stephen Parrott. He said he ran into you a few times, but he knows of you, but he doesn't know you. I was like, I'll talk to.
Was I drinking? That usually happens. I'm so bad when it comes to things. Like, if you can remind me where we were drinking, bro, I remember. But, dude, if I'm out and about, there's probably a cocktail or two in me.
Yeah.
So it makes the memory part a little bit harder.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. I do joke about it, but it's not a joke. I have to meet you probably 6 times before I remember like your names and stuff.
That's how
unless
I am.
something super memorable happens, right? Like it was easy to remember you guys because Eat the Boot and then the Fête Rouge, and it was super easy. But for so many people I run into, I'm like, where do I know you from? And they're like, bro, my wife's perfect at it. She was like, this is what happened. And then I was like, we did that, but she's really good at it. So, but I love what you guys are doing. I really appreciate y'all coming down here and having a conversation with me. I learned so much about you guys, and I thought we were friends before, but I feel like we're way better friends now. We shared a lot today.
Yes, we did.
We talked about shit that wasn't a part of while we were sitting and talking, but it was fun. It was therapeutic.
I like that because I always say it's for me and it's for you. If you got something out of this, then everything was worth it. Because if it wasn't, then what are we doing here? Once again, I'm not a podcaster. I just want to get to know people. I want to do what I enjoy, which is, making connections with people and enjoying the company.
Glad we met at Fat Roach.
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah.
You
was
just
cool.
kind of popped
We were
up with a
neighbors
camera.
for the longest time and we didn't know each other.
No.
That was funny.
Literally across the street.
Just a street.
Right across the street. 2021, bro. Dang. Y'all were probably there in the building in 2021, huh?
Where-
We were.
2019 we opened.
Wow. That is so weird that we've never crossed paths.
Yeah, until this year, Fat Roach.
Yeah. What is wrong with us?
You were there last year?
Fête Rouge? No, this was my first year at it.
Okay.
And that was the first time, it was the second time technically that I said that I was going to get out of my shell. And I normally talk to people anyway. Like if I walk up to a booth, we're going to have the exact same conversation, even with or without a camera. So the conversation doesn't change. For some reason, it's scarier when there's a camera. So I was so nervous at Fête Rouge. But I had already heard about you guys, and I knew I wanted to meet you guys. So when someone told me you were here, I was like, bring me. I was like,
So that was a bit. We came late because we sold Tap 65 right before Fat Roach, and I told him we were planning to be a part of Fat Roach before. When we talked about, we didn't knew we were selling it.
yeah.
And then he reached out to what's her name, one of the lady, and she was like, well, you don't have to be a restaurant to be a part of it. I was like, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
good.
called Kelly. Fire
Kelly.
Sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the new incoming president for Epicurean.
Oh,
She's
okay.
great people.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all I needed. So last time was my first time, and I won second. This time I wanted to win, but I was like, I just want to have fun, and I still win. And I was like,
I was about to say you did win.
I did, but I
Yes, you
still
got
don't
silver
know
twice.
how my dish tastes. I have no idea.
It was the fish dish.
And last time was fish
Yeah.
too. Last time I did tuna ceviche.
I don't remember the name, but I remember it was a fish dish, and I remember it was good. And I was like, hell yeah.
Mean korma.
Main korma,
Was
main
it?
minced fish.
Dude. God, y'all make me so hungry.
When you coming next?
I don't know. Let me see the Instagram calendar of is it on the website?
It
So
is.
It's on Instagram. The January dates are out already.
so what's the best way for people to find you guys? Is it at the website or would
Instagram.
it be
Instagram. Follow us.
Yeah, we put all of our info on Instagram. When the website's up, we'll put it up, and then you'll be able to find
Yeah.
everything there.
Tickets
very
are
cool.
available there on Instagram via link and everything.
Definitely. Oh, 100. I'm definitely. You already know I'm going to do it again. Like I like to support the people that I enjoy being around. Once again, that's probably what this community is the best at doing is supporting one another.
Yeah.
And you support people with your dollars. You know, like I
We
hate
all need support.
yeah, I hate when people like, you know, like you don't have to pay. It's like, bro, this is not how this works. You know what I mean? Like I'm paying because I want you to know that I care. Like I'm not taking from you. I appreciate the gesture. It like if you don't own a business, then like when people give you free things, it's so awesome. You're like, dude, I got free things. But when you own a business, you're like, bro, that's not how we operate. You know, like I understand that people who own businesses love to give things away for free, right? I do it all the time. I did it today, right? I'll be like, dude, try this, right? I want you to try things. I want you to have a great experience. So I don't think about it in those terms whenever I'm on the other side of the consumer side of things. Then I'm like, there's no way, dude. I know how much effort it took. I know food's not cheap, you know, like, and that's not why I want to hang out with you guys anyway. You know, like it's for every other reason than something for free, you know?
Speaking of free, you, the next company that books a private dinner for 24 people will do a on the house lunch that will cater another day.
Oh,
So when this video drops, and someone sees it, and if they book a private event and they name drop your show, we'll do lunch with them.
Oh, wow.
As a thank you.
That's awesome.
So corporate events, private parties, bring them on.
Dude, I love that. All right. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for coming in. I hope this was half as good for y'all as it was for me. Because I had a great time.
Fun. Thank you for having us.
Dude, I've been waiting. You saw me. That was the first thing I did.
He did. Yeah. He walked in. He's like, "When are we sitting together?"
We're
the
doing
first
this.
Thing, we're doing this.
Because I didn't get to hang out the first time so much. You were working so hard.
I wasn't. It's not that bad.
No, I know you would, and you enjoy it. So it didn't seem like you were stressed out or anything.
No.
April, we should do a round table.
Dude. So I think this next Monday coming up, me and Jordan are doing our first remote podcast, like a part 2. Because my whole thing with people is I only invite you on if I want to get to know you better. And if I'm not just bringing anybody, right? Like I hate to say this, and not to like a million people are going to see this or not, but I don't have that much time in my day, right? So if I'm going to make time, it's going to be for the people that I care about and that I want to get to know. And if I want to get to know you, I'm going to want to keep getting to know you. So I'm not a podcast guest collector, like a one and done. So I would love for you guys to come back anytime y'all want to promote anything, because I enjoy the company. You know, it's not, and who doesn't want the content? To me, this is easy, right? Like I don't technically have to pay for this.
Yeah.
So if I don't have to pay for this, I'm not going to make you guys pay for it, right? So, and that's what like Jordan, we're doing our part 2 at Danny's Dive Bar. I met him the other night just randomly because I got tipsy.
We wanted to check him out. We just
he's good people.
didn't get time to check him out yet.
He's a cool dude. I just briefly met him, and I had been drinking, and me and Alex from, Alex Lee.
That name sounds super familiar.
Is she a girl, right?
She's a girl. She's Alex
an
Dines
influencer,
Out.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She
She's been to our
did
place
something
before.
with you guys, maybe a podcast somewhere. She knows you guys.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of stuff with her lately. Because she's extremely outgoing and I'm not that outgoing. I always joke about it. She gets to ask all the questions and I get to eat and drink. I feel like that's a really good partnership. And then Jeff films it, and then we put edits together and like the easy thing. But we left Epicurean, we're walking to Struby's, and Danny was outside, and we just happened to say, Danny's like, dude, I'm supposed to be meeting, Jordan over here next week or whatever. And then we're supposed to be talking to Danny, and they're like, that's Danny. And I was like, what? So I went and talked to him, and Joey and his girlfriend Kiki from Eat the Boot, right? They were inside. So Kiki's like, I think that's JP and Alex. And Joey's like, why would they be here? And so he looks like, that's JP and Alex. So he walked down. I was like, dude, what the hell? A random freaking Monday in downtown Baton Rouge. Like nobody would have thought.
Yeah.
Right. But then I was like, dude, that's why I love these people so much. Like they're just good freaking people. Like anytime you see them, it feels good. Like I see a lot of people and you're like, it doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't feel good.
You don't have to act differently.
No.
You just be yourself, and
That's what I need.
there might be moments of awkward silence because you don't want to say anything and he don't want to say anything, or somebody doesn't want to talk. Perfectly normal.
Dude, silence
And-
is okay.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to fill every moment with something.
Yeah.
Those are the people that I love the most, is when you can sit in silence and then you pick it back up. Like you don't feel obligated, but so
Talk about everything.
yeah, right. So dude, these people are so awesome. And
Cut.
But
That's
We-
not me.
we officially cut out,
oh wow.
I guess.
So our stuff is still recording. The power to the buildings just went out. So that is our sign. We're done, guys.
We're
It's a cue.
Building
Yeah.
is telling
Yeah.
us get out.
I love that y'all came. Thank y'all so much for
Thank
real.
you for
and thank
having
you for
us.
Dude, you took my drink.
I'll clean the glasses for him because I knew that was.
You're super nice, but you took my drink.
He was looking for his
Yeah. Did you
last
pour it in a
I
coffee
saved
cup?
that last
I should
bit.
drink the rest of it.
And the lights are out.
It didn't go to waste.
It didn't go away.
Well, good,
We
good.
don't waste
As long as you
alcohol,
didn't throw it
right?
away.
It didn't have any. That was one that didn't have alcohol, I thought, right?
No, he had
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah, the second one, yeah.
Yeah. So I just. I
Mhm.
finished off.
Still
It was
had
very
alcohol.
tasty.
It still had alcohol.
Oh,
It was very tasty.
It was very tasty. I couldn't tell.
Dude, it was so good,
I
dude.
was in the shower. I was like, what am I gonna make them?
Dude, thank you for thinking about me. All right. Yeah, guys, thank y'all so much.
Thank you for having us. It was so much fun.
Oh my God.
Glad we did this.